Welcome back. Let's now look at the activity as how to have a web application Dockerized. So the first thing is, yes, we will see whether you might need to remove, if there is a process running, better to remove it and start afresh. So to remove it, first we need to stop. Let me make it little big. Sudo docker stop the specific container. Here we have the container, so we are going to stop it. So that is stopped, and sudo docker images. It should give the images, so we need to let's remove that image as well. Sudo docker rmi nginx latest. So that is removed. So now if we say sudo docker ps, it's cleared out. Now what we need to do is we need to create one HTML file. So this is the basic code unit I have got in the HTML file. Simple one. So this is the index.html. This we need to create one directory, site content, and place this index file. Simple one. It has the HTML tags in it. So this is the message, this header message. This message is from nginx. Additionally, I'm putting a kind of a button inside, and I'm trying to direct to my own website. So I have a button. When you click on that button, it will direct you to the specific website. A simple one, just for the understanding purpose. This needs to be put on. We need to create a site content, and you need to have the index.html file inside that. So let's do that. So I'll just say ls-l. It's no directory, so I'll clear it. And now that's the command, make directory site content. That's the directory we want to make. And now if say ls-l, this directory is done. Now I just have it. I'm having this index.html file. I want to take it into this folder, site content, which is there in the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So I want to have this file transferred over there. So you can use the FTP tool to transfer it. So I have opened the WinSCP. So whatever the index.html file I have created, I just pull it and post it over here. Yes, that is done. And now we'll get into the site content. ls minus, we have the index file. I say cat index, and it should be there. The HTML, whatever we have created, it is there. Now additionally, what you need to do is you need to create folders inside the user share. So for that you need to have the privileges. So if you remember correctly the presentation, so you need to have the privileges to create the directory in the root folder. So sudo bash will provide you with the privileges. So sudo bash. So go to here. You got to go to the root directory. So pwd in directory, I'm into the root. So here user change directory share, and now present working directory. If you see here, it is user share. Generally it will not get created, so you need to do a command make directory nginx to have the directory. And whereas I have created, so if you look at, you can change directory nginx. So this directory is created, and otherwise if that directory is not there, so in here you need to do a present working directory. Here you need to do make directory nginx. Since I have already created the directory, so I'm saying nginx, and then change directory html. So this directory is also created. So you need to have something like this all there. So if at all, if it is not there, you need to create the directory nginx and html. So it's all done. So the first one is we have the index file. Then post that we have the directories created, that is user share nginx html. So all done. So you say exit. So now you are in the site content directory. So if you see lx-l, that index file is there. You can even go to home directory, so which is this directory. And now finally, suppose for example, so when you put sudo docker ps, nothing is there. So now we got to execute the following command. So the entire one where you are, as discussed, we are trying to get whatever is there in the index.html under the folder site content, and we are trying to map it because the nginx looks in this folder user share nginx html. So we are trying to map it over here. So we will run this command. So now it is trying to build that image, pulling that image and recreating nginx, because since we have dropped it, we have dropped the container, we have removed that image, it is trying to pull from the repository, and it has now created. Now if you look at sudo docker ps now it is running, and you have the ports as well as over here. Now let's go into the browser and point the IP address and the port. Yeah, here it is. So if you remember, this is from the HTML file index.html. We had the message over here. If you look at it, we'll see that shortly. And we had also created a button over here, and this will point into a website. This should open my own website, capsols.com. If you click on that, it opens the corresponding website. So we will see, we'll see that now if you see that file, present working directory, change directory, site content, cat or ls minus l cat index. So this is what here over here, and if you go into this one, HTML or HTTP or sorry 152, this is the one. So when you look at this one, it's almost the same as what is getting displayed. This message is from the nginx server, and header, do you want to get redirected? That is the header information, and we have a button replace with my site, and location replace. When you click on that, it takes you to that particular page of capsols.com. So by that, we have dockerized a web application so that it takes you to the particular whatever is there in the index.html that gets executed when you point that IP address along with the port. So we have successfully dockerized a web application. Thank you. Stay tuned.